Good morning to everybody. Thank you for being here. I mean, it's a real pleasure for me to be with you and to have this opportunity to talk with you and to talk about basketball in your country. So the idea with my article is to know more about basketball in Ukraine and for your team, of course, because I was kind of surprised, but it was a nice surprise to see that your team was already, I don't know if I can say ready, but already back on court this season. So I would like to know more about this season and why you think it's important right now to play basketball for you, for Ukrainian people. So, but to begin, maybe can you tell me how is the situation right now? I think you live in Dnipro, Mr. President. So can you tell me how is the situation right now in your city?
Yeah, right now I'm still living in Dnipro, and most of my management team continue to live in Dnipro. Dnipro is that region close to the war. Where officially we just got Russian army stay like 100 kilometers close to Dnipro, and they continue to bombing our city like all of cities around, and we most closest probably city to the big war. And as example, right now they continue to bombing all of our cities and bombing all of electrics. They try to black out whole country and most of that close to the war cities. And Dnipro, one of the biggest city in Ukraine, and the third city with that closest. And right now we got even yesterday, we got big trouble in the cities. The bombing, there are electric power stations, and they tried to do the blackout, and we got right now in the city 4 to 8 hours out of the powers. And this is some of kind of troubles to most of us. And yesterday we got civilians, like 8 to 15 died, and we got so much trouble with that. It means the war close to our cities, and we feel that, we know, but we continue to love Ukraine, we continue to stay strong, and we continue to live. This is most important. But the bombing hits all every day. We doesn't know what kind of city will be bombing. And yesterday we got big attack to our cities. This is how we live right now.
I mean, for a guy like me who lives outside this country, it's crazy to hear things like this. So in this context, how do you manage to think about basketball? How do you focus on basketball right now?
It's really tough. It was very tough for the first days, weeks, even months. After that happens in February 24th, we continued to play in League of Champions on last season that time. And definitely I'm personally sitting close to TV, watching the game and doesn't even think about the game. And we make the decision to stop playing in final of League of Champions, and we got great results and got good chances, but we decided to stop them because it's stressful, and you cannot even thinking about the sport or basketball or everything, and we stop it. And 2-3 months later, it's hard to say in English. It's something changed in you because you already start to live with that. And like I'm always said, my position and my feeling, my partner's position, if the country doesn't have sport or culture, it's not a country, it's just territory, it's just a land. And we believe for we have to play, we have to show to our people who continue to stay in during the war in the country, to give them some chances to get part of their regular life. And
Okay.
some our guys who continue to, I don't know how to say, just we believe for this is very important. Give to our people part of their life, part of their, we continue to working, we continue to represent not only the Prometei, represent all of the Ukraine, all of them around the Europe, and we make that decision. We talk to our partners. We put my own money, we put money our partners. We got a lot of support from my European partners in the business who said definitely will continue. If you guys make the decision to play, we will support it to you on all of the steps, positions. And this is how we make the decision. And I called to the Nana, ask him if he is ready to set up the team and bring the guys to the play. And we got greatest support from our Latvian, Estonian partners, federation. You know, there's most of the people around the world and during the Europe, they give us greatest support, and we feel like we can do that. And this is why we started, and we know right now, even just a lot of emails, a lot of comments, how important this kind of playing, this kind of things about the sport. In our president of Ukraine, Mr. Zelensky, and all of the people around, they believe and they supporting us also, for we have to continue to play. We have to continue to play during the inside of Ukraine or overseas, and we got support from all of the governments, from all of the ministers of sports, from all of the people around, and I believe it's great support help us to continue to play.
And do people in Ukraine are able to have the possibility to see your games on TV or yeah?
Yes, definitely. This is one of our most important things was before, for if we will play in right now during that war in Ukraine, even we're playing inside of Ukraine, it's no people can come to our arena because bombing all the time, and we cannot give them the troubles. But this most things what we did, we set up our own YouTube channel. We make the agreement with most of our media and export TV station. This is most of the sport TV station in Ukraine, most popular, and we make the agreement with them. And also we discuss with league, with Eurocup and with EuroLeague, and they give us support, and they give us almost, I cannot say for free, but they did everything is possible to give a signal to Ukraine. And right now, people all around of Ukraine can see that for free. And we got great population who can see each game in Latvian Estonian League or in Eurocup. And this is very important to all of us. For people during around the world, even just means Ukrainian can see that games, and definitely we show all of the games, and this is great for us too, because we continue to stay alive.
Okay. And for the players, I think Prometei had a special bond, a special run in the past few years. You had great success in both Ukraine and European Cup, but still,
yeah, thank you.
I think it's a fact, you know. But still, was it difficult for you this in the last months, this summer, to convince players, I mean foreign players, US players, to come again? A guy like DJ Stephens, was it difficult to say to him, come with us again, and okay, we are an Ukrainian team, but we can play basketball again? How did he understand this message?
what I truly believe, we during the last couple of years, we make great energy around the club. A lot of the trust situation, the most of the players, and like you said, Americans especially, guys who got great results during their career. Same time, they all of them supported even that time on the first week of March, after the war started. Even we tell them, guys, sorry, we stopped playing, and we cover all of the expenses for the plane in February, and all of them, no anyone doesn't say any war just because they understand. They said, we're okay for you guys, doesn't pay us, we will stay, please just pay us for, and we did for the period we playing. And after we make the decision, and I called to the NAN, and afterward we start to spoke with Kennedy, with Stephens, most of them continue to be in our group. You know, we set up the group before, and they continue even during the period of time we doesn't play. They continue to spoke each other. We continue to support, and we got great support during that period from them. Stephens, it's one of my buddy who stayed with the team last 2 years, and as soon as I'm telling them, guys, we plan to continue. We want to play in Eurocup or League of Champions. All of them said, Larimer, if you just send us to our agent piece of paper, we immediately will become to the club. That what I'm trying to say, it's all during the last 2-3 years, it was great chemistry in the club, and we not only be part of the team, we was the friends. It was very friendly situation. And the guys also wants to support Ukrainian Prometei because they understand the situation, what we are. And what I'm promising them, so guys, we will not be doing that if we doesn't have chance to pay you on time, make all of that gaming situation. We just tell them we already pick up Riga as our home arena, and you will be safe and free. And if you guys ready and trust me as a president, I promise you, for we will not cancel. This is what biggest, not a problem, it's like biggest concerns for us, because on the time I spoke with president of Latvian or Estonian Federation, everybody just asking before for one question, Larimer, if that possible for during the period of the war for you guys cancel, and you can stop to playing, because all of our teams got the schedule, all of them got the rental arena players, and I promise them all, for we will not stop no matter what, and we can continue to play full seasons. And exactly the same message I'm sent to our players, to our legionnaires, for guys, no matter what, before to do that, before they make the decision to continue to play on that season in Eurocup or in Latvian and Estonian leagues, we take the decision. We understand that. I promise you, for you got the payments on time. We got the great solution in Riga Arena. We got all of support from our European partners, my business partners or partners on the basketball, and the guys to trust, because we always tell the truth. Don't matter if the good news or bad news, we always talk the truth, and I believe they very trust in me, and they know if I'm telling we will do that, we definitely will do that. And I'm honestly so happy for up to date, and during that next 3, 4, 5 months, the season continue. We don't have any problem with the payments, with the people, and bigger things with the trust to the coach, to the president, to the team. And this is what is helping us a lot. It's helping us to be strong here. But it's tough. It's tough. Doesn't see your team. It's tough to not to talk to each of the players, and we talk to them by phone some of the time. But it's really tough. But it's get us great support, and it's get us big, I don't know, power to be still alive and to be strong. And I'm so happy we did these steps.
Yeah, I understand. And you talked about people in Latvia. Can you tell me how it is during the games? Do people attend to the games? Do people cheer for your team? Do they understand it's a special situation, but maybe they have to cheer for your team because it's important for Latvia and for Europe to show how they support your team?
You know, we just got our fans group was months ago. We set up fan groups here in Ukraine. It's like 45 people who stay with the team. During the last 4 or 5 years, they asked me, Vladimir, if any chance to go there and take a look, and club paying all of the tickets and transfers. And we sent for the Open Euro Cup games, we sent out fan teams. Plus, just, you know, we was even shocked, in the good things shocked, how the people in Latvia supported us. Everybody understand and everybody supported Ukraine, and each the guys coming back and said, we got so many Ukrainian symbols, flags, and all of them during even you go into the city and each home and each place. We feel that support from Latvian people. Plus, we got the big, my understanding right now, we got the big community, Ukrainian immigrants who go there because during the war, a lot of Ukrainians moved to Europe, to the Poland, to the Latvia, to the Estonia, to Lithuania. And we immediately got contact from some of the community in Latvia, and they said, we're ready to support you. And based on that decision, we said all of the kids, all of the sport classes, all of the Ukrainians who have to stay in Latvia can came to the game for free tickets. We buy the tickets, we give them for free. And it's still not a lot, you know, like it's not of your home city where we got full arena without fans, but same time we do some marketing right now. We try to deliver to them what date we will play, how we can do that, and we was so exciting if we can see the people in Prometey t-shirts with all of the flags of Ukraine, and this has give us another power. And during the, you know, like in Eurocup, we see some of the hundreds of people who supporting Ukraine, they came to arena. But definitely it's a little bit not enough. It's tough to them to understand. But if we can continue to play good, I believe, and I truly believe more of the people who live in Latvia start to see the stars and great games in Eurocup. And we believe in the future, more and more people came to the arena and we got great support. But like I said before, we feel that support from Latvian people, from Ukrainian who live in Latvia right now, and they give us a lot of power to continue to do that.
Okay. And so about this season, you play in Eurocup and you're playing in the Latvian and Estonian league, but not in the Ukrainian league. I don't know about this situation. I read on your website that the fee was way too expensive for your team, specifically, and I don't know why. And in the same time, people in the federation, they said they don't have any contact with your team. So can you explain to me what happens with the Ukrainian league?
You know, it was too much emotions around that situation, and I'm promised not to discuss more that, because we have to be strong, to be Ukrainian during the war. We doesn't want to discuss because this was a lot of emotions. We don't just want short, just for you understand. And I don't know how you deliver it to you people that situation, but right now we start to talk to the federation. We start to find out some connections how we can solve the problem. It's a little bit too late. But what happens after we make the decision to play in Euro, it was two chances. We sent the application to the League of Champions, and then once we sent, it always was our dream to play in Euro Cup and Euro League. and we sent application to the Eurocup. And the Federation of Ukraine, working after supported by FIBA, and Eurocup is different structure, and they always got some problem between of them. But based on situation, we tell to the League of Champions, we send them a letter, said, because last year we got the great progress and we play 1/8 of that. Can you promise us for Prometei if we come and can play in the groups? Because most of the players, and especially United States players, they doesn't want to come if they cannot, if you not guarantee them playing in the groups. And the League of Champions said us, no, we cannot that guarantee it. We will see it later. But Eurocup was to make the decision earlier. And as soon the Eurocup's people calling us, and we got Zoom conference, and I'm telling guys, we need just a lot of support. We don't need the money right now. Please take us to the family of Eurocup, because we want to play. We want to show our Ukrainian people for the sport and basketball in Ukraine still alive, and we get the decision. And Eurocup taking us to Eurocup families and approve so we can play in Eurocup. But that is a tournament not under the FIBA support, not under the FIBA structure. Based on that, Federation of Ukraine said, oh, you guys go not to the League Champions, you go to the Eurocup, and this is what not supported our organization, and this is why we decide to make some penalties, like $100,000 you have to pay to continue to play in Ukrainian championship. I was disappointed. I said it's not right. We got the great young team who can continue. We continue to take our academy and young team. And right now we got so much support from Europe and again the partners, when we sure during the next period of months too, we continue to play in Europe with our academy, with our young team. And it was not a good situation, but you know, during the war, we understand we have to be close to each other. We have to be as one family, and we doesn't want to that go out as a problem. And we discuss and make the decision already with Federation of Ukraine. So during the next season, Prometei continue to come, continue to play in Super League in Ukraine. And I believe we have to be more careful. We have to be more strong. And if we will play close together, and I believe in Federation, people understand that, and we understand so much mistakes, what kind we make it. But still, our dream to be win Eurocup, our dream to come to EuroLeague, and I think the sport and this is most important on the decision we made it. And if we can play Eurocup and EuroLeague, we definitely will go this way, and we definitely will try to be one of the best. This is our dream. It's always in. But I think we find out some solution with Federation, and during the next season we can continue to play Super League, and we will already make the decision. Some of the understanding between President of Federation and us how it came to be work.
Okay.
But just to finalize. The biggest problem what happens because we go to the Eurocup, and Eurocup it's not tournament under the FIBA support, and this is how the conflict is coming.
Yeah, I understand. The conflict between FIBA and Eurocup is terrible.
Yeah. For FIBA, Eurocup, and Federation of Basketball of Ukraine, and this kind of things. But I truly believe we will solve that problem during the next season. But because we have to be strong here, we have to be together, because we have to be thinking about the basketball and people, not about our ambitions. But I think we will solve the problem. I truly believe we will solve the problem next year.
Okay. And so one day your team will be back in Ukraine, but what about the arena or the apartment for the player? I'm talking about the infrastructures. Have they been destroyed by Russian army? Your arena is still
No, yeah, I understand your questions. I understand your questions. They destroyed, the Russians destroyed a lot of the big arenas, some like in Mariupol, in Kharkov. The arena in Zaporozhye where we play international Eurocup because it's the biggest arena. It's still alive. They not destroyed them. And two our arenas in Dnipro, during that time we cross finger they not bombing there. It's stay, it's not destroyed, and now young teams academy continue to work there in that arena, and right now we're taking another 100 kids, 7 to 14 years, and divide to the group. And this on these two arenas, one of the private arenas what we built just last year, and one of the government arenas what we rented, they take all of the kids and our coaches work with them. We try to show to the people, and just for you understand, even I believe like 2 months ago we made the decision to take a lot of new kids, and we got more than 300 families with the kids came to our arenas, and even the bombing around and even that things, everybody believe, and we truly believe right now is the time to the kids, young kids, small kids, 5, 7, 10 years. They understand the Ukraine still alive. We continue to work, and a lot of the kids continue to play. And during the whole day, they start at 9 in the morning and finish 9 p.m. And then we're so excited and happy for we can give that piece of the free regular life to them, and they continue to work, and means our arena is still good. We got some different situation, but we try to be there. And there now a little bit problem because there's no electrics, there are no powers, because like for 4 hours every day at least we got the blackout. And that time we stopping, and after the powers came back, with the kids continue to work. Now, to the questions, a lot of arenas was destroyed in Ukraine, in Dnipro. It's so far, like I said, we keep cross fingers. It's still alive. It's not destroyed at all.
Yeah. Just one last question about your let's say your feelings. I mean, for people like me, of course, I read some news about the I'm watching TV to know what's happening in Ukraine right now. But it's not the same, of course, than when you live in the country. So for you, is it strange sometimes for you to talk about basketball in this context still right now, or like you said in the beginning, you think it's important, and I understand it, but is it hard sometimes for you to talk about basketball, or to wake up and to say, okay, I'm gonna do an interview with a French guy to talk about basketball? Is it strange for you sometimes?
No, the answer is a no. Just because, like I'm said before, you know, there's still millions of the people live in Ukraine. We all of the one big family right now. We start to be stronger and stay together, and supporting all of the people in Ukraine, and all of the people who stay in the front during that war. And right, sometime I'm thinking if that right for in the Facebook or in the some of the media, you're talking about the basketball on the time some of the dying on the front, and then some of the wars come and close. But we truly believe we have to be, the country have to be alive, and we give that piece of regular life what the guys were feeling before. I think sometimes I thinking if that's right for we're talking about the basketball, we thinking about the basketball, but most of the time, and the Prometei right now supported a lot. We a lot of helping to our army, to our people. We send some food, we send some money, we buy some staff to be helped to our winning that war ASAP. But during the month by month, we truly believe what we did here for the sport, for the basketball, it's what really need to our people to feel we're the free country and we will be free all the time. And you know, I don't know, it's hard to say, but it's some feeling you cannot live just during the war in the war. You have to show some people, we got the sport, we got the culture, we Ukrainian, and this is what I'm great, and we see how our guys, even our legionnaires from United States, take our flag and go before the game. It gives us the power, it gives us feeling we will win ASAP, and we will continue to play, we will continue deliver that Ukrainian culture and sport around the Europe world. And like I'm saying again, this helping us supporting, and we will see that. And also the basketball and the games and on the level like Eurocup, it's emotions. And we need the good emotions. Even you're losing, it's emotions. You continue to believe your country, your team still alive. And this is most important things for us. And Prometei always wants to win. And it's helping us to believe Ukraine winning, we are winning, and we can still alive just because it's all of our life. The basketball is big part of my life and my people around.
Yeah. I think it's a powerful speech and the best way to conclude this interview. Honestly.
Yeah, you know, like this last time we talked to the guy from Spain, like you, and he said, "Larimer, are you coming to the game?" And I said, "I can't because I have to stay here with my people. During the war, we have to stay here. But after everything be gone, I'll be happy to come to the friends, to the Spain, to laughing, to see you guys and." I'm so happy for you guys talking to us. You cannot even understand what kind of biggest support. I'm not speak English long time, and right now we're talking to you guys. It's exciting. It means you guys doesn't forgetting about Ukraine, about Prometei. It's all of that conversation. It's the greatest support to all of us. Thank you so much for you guys to remember how tough, but we're still alive and we will be. Ukraine will be win, and we guys came, and you guys coming to Ukraine, and we will be so excited and see all of you.
And I'm sure you'll come in France, in Paris, or in Lyon when your team will play in your league. This will be a good opportunity for you to come in.
Okay, great. You see, you set in EuroLeague. It means we're going to the right way.